This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. New this week, the family of the teenager who drowned on a preseason football trip to Show Low Lake now filing a $50 million notice of claim. 15-year-old Christopher Hampton was a star wrestler and football player, but they say he didn't know how to swim. A police report obtained by ABC15 reveals coaches were notified prior to the trip that Christopher couldn't swim. The notice of claim alleges the coaches didn't do a head count when the team returned to the buses. Christopher was never seen alive again.
The coaches didn't even seem like to care. If they really cared about Christopher, they would have gone back to make sure that he was alive and that he was safe.
Ahead at 5, our Ford Hatchet breaks down the new information in the police report and the response from school officials. Deadly house fire in Glendale this morning. The Cliff Castle chopper up over the flames near 59th Avenue in Glendale. Crews putting out the fire, but finding a 72-year-old woman dead on the property. The cause of the fire is under investigation. City of Phoenix getting ready to pay $5.5 million of taxpayer money to the family of Allie Osman. Two officers shot and killed the 34-year-old last year within seconds of getting out of their patrol cars. Osman was throwing rocks at the officers. Neither officer was charged. Osman's family initially filed a lawsuit asking for $85 million. City Council will vote on the $5.5 million settlement next Wednesday. Now to teens and tracking apps. Some Gen Z kids approve of their parents using apps to keep tabs on them simply because it makes them feel safer. ABC's Ariel Reshef has more.
The weight of the world is heavy for today's kids, and some in Gen Z are now turning to an unexpected tool to relieve some of that stress: location trackers.
So when you're seeing constant news coverage of all these things happening, it's kind of hard not to be anxious constantly.
Some using features like Apple's Find My and Snapchat's Snap Map.
See where your friends are if they've chosen to share their location with you.
Children wanting to share their location with their parents is also another means of connection and them feeling protected.
The tracker Life 360 doubling in downloads since 2021. Teens like Iowa 16-year-old Emery Littig say it's given them more peace of mind that their parents know where they are.
I just think it's very important to communicate with my parents, and I think it just makes me feel safer overall, knowing where my family is at all times and for them to know where I am.
And for Emery's mom, Shelby, having a way to keep an eye on her kids is reassuring.
It's great to see where all of my kids are all of the time, especially if I'm not able to be in the same location as them.
After Emery got into a small fender bender with friends, the Life 360 app alerting her mom, who quickly contacted her daughter to check in.
I mean, we know it's not a perfect technology. We still rely on just normal communication for the most part. It's just nice to have that extra reassurance.
Experts say it's important for parents to strike a balance and try not to hinder their child's independence.
Sometimes the things that make our kids feel better in the moment actually undermine their development in the long term. And as parents, we have to be able to tell the difference between our child feeling uncomfortable and needing to stretch, and our child feeling uncomfortable and us needing to step in and help them.
If you're planning to watch the World Series at home, there's a new snack option to go with the game. Harkins Popcorn now available for delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub. Snag a party-sized bag starting at $12. And you know what they say, everything is bigger in Texas, right? Food for Game 1 of the World Series is tasty, colossal, and boy, is it costly. Fans can try something spicy like a pretzel covered in flaming hot Cheetos, or maybe even a Texas-sized pizza dog. It's an all-Angus beef hot dog topped with marinara, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni, and then baked to a bubbly golden perfection. But wait, there is more here. For $250, fans also get a 2-foot-long loaded hot dog. It's called the Boomstick Burger. The monstrosity is topped with chili, gooey cheese, jalapeno, and onion rings. I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens tracking your forecast as we head into the weekend. Overall, pretty nice here in the valley. A little bit breezy, though, at times tomorrow afternoon. Winds up to 15 miles per hour, gusts to about 20. Temperatures peaking in the 80s again tomorrow, 87 around 4 p.m. here in Phoenix. Low pressure will be moving in from the north. This may result in a few spotty showers and thunderstorms by Sunday across the high country. But more than anything, it's cooler air and a lot of wind for parts of our state. In fact, western Arizona will see a round of
of wind advisories and high wind warnings Saturday night into Sunday, even Monday in some cases. Gusts at about 60 miles per hour up near Bullhead City and Lake Havasu City, and 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible down closer to Yuma. Here's the next 7 days for you, and the cooler air taking us down to 82 on Sunday here in Phoenix. A little bit breezy on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as highs stay in the low 80s, and a bit warmer by the end of next week.